Hey everybody, today I'm reviewing the Joy Tutus back seat extender for dogs, and what this does basically is turns your back seat into a mini kennel so that your dog isn't ripping up your seats or flying around in the back. It also comes with some cooling pads which are here in the bag. They've got Velcro on the bottom of them. And I just took them out of the bag. It's 86 degrees here today at the park, and darn, they feel cool. So these things work, that's for sure. Comes in a nice zip-up bag, keeps everything together. I've put this together once already and used it, and it's very easy. I unfold it. And it's going to cover this back spot here. It actually extends over where your feet well is in the car and gives your dog a more stable platform. So I've opened this up, and what I'm going to do is bring these snaps around the back, and I'm working blind here, so we're going to snap these together. And these are all quality snaps. They are not cheap in any way, shape, or form. I may have to go around the front because I can't see what I'm doing here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the front seat and do this. There we go. Much better. And on this side, we've got these little pieces here that actually get shoved down inside the seat to keep that corner flush into the corner and to keep this from sliding. So I'm going to push that down into the crack here in the seat. I'm going to pull this side up, and just like the front, this goes around the back here. Let's see if I can do this one blind. These snaps are industrial grade here. They're not little tiny straps. Okay, that one's done. Now, I'm going to come around to the other side. I'll be right back. I'm going to do that side too. Okay, there's the front. I'm going to shove this little handle down in the seat here to keep this side flush into the corner. And I'm going to run this side. I'm going to extend this strap so I don't have to reach quite so far. I'm going to run it around the back side here. Actually, if I push this out, it's easier to reach it from one side. There we go. I'm going to strap this. I can snap it here from the front, which makes it a lot easier. And then just pull it tight. So you see where this is going. It's basically making an enclosed area for your animal. I'm going to go back to the other side and zip up the sidewall and show you that. before I zip this up, I'm going to put these two mats in place. There's Velcro here on the bottom, and there's Velcro on the mats. So I'm just going to place the mats where they belong here. They're going to stay in spot in their places there with the Velcro, and they're not going to slide around. And that's, again, that's still, it's amazing as hot as it is outside that that's got a cool surface. Now over here, there's a zip up over here that actually comes up the side and zips up. On the other side, I'm going to zip that up, and there's these clips that you can run through your handle up here to hold this taut. But what I found is that if I can do that with the clips on the other side with the strap, but on this side, this is the side my dog enters, they were kind of in the way, so I wanted it so that when I zip this up or down, I could pull this to the side and the dog could jump up in here a lot easier than if I had it strapped up. Coming to the other side. So we're over here. I'm going to zip this up. And basically I have a completely contained dog kennel. I'm going to run this up here.
Put her in there.
And so this side is solid. So here's Yumi sitting on the cooling pad. You can see it's a hot day. She's panting. She just went for a walk. So I'm going to, now that she's in there, I'm going to zip up this panel to complete the kennel back here. And I could put the other side up here, but for the purpose of this, I'm just going to leave it off because she's going to get back out. We're not done here at the park yet today. So there you have it. This is how you install the Joy Tudis backseat extender with cooling pads for dogs. Okay, I'm here for my thoughts on the Joy Tudis car seat extender that I showed you earlier. As an overlander, I can't afford that much space, to give up that much space. Yumi, my dog, is a fairly small dog, and she likes to ride up front where I'm not losing a lot of space up there. The back, when I'm pulling a black bean trailer around the country, if I'm out for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time, I need every inch of that back end of the truck, of the 4Runner. I'm carrying a 65 quart Yeti. I'm carrying a propane fire pit, sometimes a screen shelter, a lot of other equipment, cooking equipment, clothing, things like that that I don't want to put in the bean because I'm sleeping in there. And that much space, I mean, you're basically sacrificing your entire back seat to a dog that might only use half of that. Now, on the other hand, if you're a family or somebody that just wants to take the Subaru out for a day at the park, or maybe a family fishing trip or a day trip somewhere, maybe even an overnighter, and you've got an SUV with a back end to store your tent and other things in, giving up that much space is not a bad idea. Especially, you know, I know a lot of moms, once kids hit the school bus, they want to take the dog to the dog park or to the trail and go for a run. If it's muddy, if they're going to do a creek run, you can't beat this. I mean, basically, you're going to put that in the back. It's going to save on cleaning. It's going to keep the mud from getting all over the back seat and hair on a hot day, I know I got a friend with a husky, and you can hardly breathe the air around them in certain seasons. There's just too much hair. This is going to save on that a lot. And in full honesty, when Yumi jumped up into the back of the truck after I installed this, one of her nails actually put a 1-inch gash into the cooling pad and went through to the gel, so the gel started leaking. I had to patch it. Now, I easily patched it, and I'll remember that the next time if I ended up using this for a day trip. But the thing that it did protect was my leather seats. I had really been upset if that 1-inch gash was through the leather in my nice leather seats in the back of the 4Runner. Sure, it's an off-road vehicle, but I like to keep things looking nice. It's my daily driver, so when I'm back home and I'm running around, it's what I'm in all the time. Again, people that are doing day trips, this will save that from happening to you. I think it's great protection for not only the dog, but for your seats and cleaning and mud and hair and all the other thing that goes with it. As an overlander, it takes up too much space to dedicate the entire back seat to the dog that doesn't take up but about a third of that anyway. So I'm going to pass on overlanding trips, but I think for a family or somebody taking the dog to the dog park or trail, I think it's a great purchase. It's reasonably priced. It's well built. The carrying case is nice. The gel pads are nice. I want to thank Joy Tudis for sending this for review and for sponsoring this video. I look forward to, I have another product of theirs that I'm really excited. It's an extender. It's like a tent that comes off the back of the 4Runner with the lift on the back lifted. It incorporates, it has like a vestibule that goes right into the back of the truck. So if I was to throw a sleeping mat back there, or if I was cooking out of the back, off the back tailgate of that, I would be totally enclosed with a way into a tent also. So that'll keep me safe out of the elements. So that's going to be the next review. Look forward to that. Thanks again to Joy Tudis for sponsoring this, and I'll see you on the next review.